as the class begins. But I'm actually really excited for today's class. It's going to be all about balance. So we're going to do several different balancing postures along with breathing exercises to balance the left and right hemispheres of the body, and kind of setting the intention for balance. So we will go ahead and get started. So yeah, today is going to be filled with a lot of balancing postures, balancing breathing exercises, and my intention for this yoga class is to balance the energies within all of us and create the experience of coming back into alignment with ourselves through a balanced nature. So knowing that our true infinite self exists beyond time and space, and that we're beings at once, both physical beings in the human world and spiritual beings in infinite and divine awareness. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started, just seated. Maybe closing the eyes here if that feels comfortable. You can go ahead and begin the SoundCloud or Spotify playlist. And just finding a second to ground here. A few breaths. Just coming into a complete awareness of the present moment. Tuning into the inner body here. And just observing how you feel this morning. Notice how the inner body feels. Notice if anything's sticking out to you in the physical body. And just observe without judgment. Just awareness. So setting an intention for today's practice. You can put that into your own words. It can be an intention for yourself or for a loved one. Some mantras I can suggest for this class will be, all within me is balanced and at peace. All within me is balanced and at peace. My body and mind are in full balance. My body and mind are in full balance. I am balanced and aware. I am balanced and aware. It's just finding a mantra, an intention, and repeating it back to yourself throughout your practice. By remembering this, feeling it within our hearts, and vibrating it into existence, we not only balance ourselves, but let all that which does not support our highest being and ultimate truth fall away. We'll begin our yoga class with our hands over our heart. cultivating a sense of presence, letting that inner body know, I am here for you, nurturing that inner child. And allow those hands to fall slowly into your lap. And on our next inhale, we'll begin circle sweeping the arms. Palms touch at the top. And on the slow exhale, we'll take the arms over to the right. Side body stretch on that left side. Inhale, take it back to center. And exhale, take the arms left. Side body stretch on the right side this time. Inhale, back to center. And on the exhale, we'll drop the hands out in front of you. Walk the palms out. And maybe keep the palms lifted. So you bring your fingers to the mat. And breathe through the stretch in the shoulders. Through the hamstrings. And on our next inhale, we'll begin rising our chest back up. Placing our hands on our mats. Coming through to tabletop pose and sending the hips back to child's pose. Again, maybe keeping those spider fingers on the mat, palms lifted. And on our next inhale, take the shoulders to stack over the wrist. Tabletop pose. And breathing nice and slow breaths. We'll begin dropping the belly, lifting the crown of the head, pushing the ground away. Inhaling long. And on the exhale, round spine. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. And invite any organic movements into the body here. Again, just checking in with the body, noticing how you feel. Notice anywhere that feels really good or that you might be holding on to a little bit of tension. And again, just observe that. No judgments, just awareness. We'll flow for 2 more breaths. And whenever you're ready, we'll come back to that tabletop pose. Spine is long, checking in with the arms, making sure they're underneath our shoulders. And on our next inhale, we'll extend the left leg back. Reach the heel towards the earth. Giving the calf a deep stretch. Again, you can absolutely keep the leg here, reaching the calf farther and farther towards the ground. Or perhaps you begin lifting that left leg. So this is where the balancing part of our class comes in. And keeping that awareness through all of the postures. Engaging in the abs, engaging Mula Bandha. And keeping that leg lifted, can begin pulsing if we'd like, through that left leg that's long. Maybe we inhale, extend our right arm if we'd like a little bit more of a balance challenge. Spreading weight evenly through the fingers and palms, reaching that right arm out long in front of you like you're gonna shake someone's hand. Inhale, come to your fullest expression. And exhale, drop the right hand, left knee, extend the hips back, child's pose. And this child's pose can be with knees together or knees out wide, whatever's most comfortable for you. Breathe in here. And we'll come back to tabletop on our next inhale. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Extend that right leg back this time. Deep stretch in the calves. Breathing, reaching that heel closer and closer towards the earth. And then we'll inhale, extend that right leg long. Breathing, pushing the ground away. Making sure that the heel and ankle are in line with the hip. And again, maybe adding some pulses here with that right leg. Or maybe keeping stillness and extending that left arm long this time. Wrist is in line with the shoulder, ankle in line with the hip. And we're reaching, almost like we're spreading ourselves forward and back. Inhale to your fullest expression. And exhale, drop the hand and knee. Extend the hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. We'll inhale, lift the chest, turn the fingertips towards your knees. And allow a deep stretch in the forearms. If you'd like to back off, you can always bend the knees. If you'd like to intensify the pose, sink the hips down. And you can move side to side. Turning the fingers back. Whenever you're ready, we'll bring the tops of the hands onto the ground. Maybe stacking the shoulders over the wrist. And we'll open and close the fists here. Noticing where our stopping point is. Noticing that maybe one hand is different than the other. And just observing that. We'll release that and shake out the wrist just a little bit gently. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. We'll meet in down dog. So working the heels closer and closer towards the earth, pushing the ground away, lengthening through the shoulders. You can bend opposite knees here, walking our dog. This is your first down dog of the day. Breathing. Again, reaching the chest closer and closer towards the thighs. Deepening the stretch with each exhale. And on our next inhale, we'll lift both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, step or hop towards the fingertips. Inhale, we'll come to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Palms touch, and exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms up, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, folding at the hips. Inhale, we come to a half lift. Exhale, bend the left knee, plant the left hand down, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky, and perhaps the gaze follows. Pushing through the earth, bending the left knee, straightening through the right. Breathing, connecting. Imagining what it would feel like to lift the left leg. We're not going to do that yet. We'll take another inhale here. And exhale, dropping the right hand down, bending the right knee, straightening out the left. Bringing the left fingertips up towards the sky, and the gaze follows. Breathing. Bending through that right knee. Again, just imagining what it would feel like to lift the right leg here, to come into a revolved half moon pose. And just bringing that awareness into the body. We'll take another inhale. Exhale, drop the left hand down. Inhale, come to a half lift, straightening out the back. Exhale, plant the hands, send the feet back. Keep the elbows in. You can always drop the knees down to the earth and lower, either into a baby cobra or up dog. On your next exhale, we'll push through the hands and come to down dog. Breathing. Another inhale. We'll lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Allow them to come to a hover. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the heels. One more time. We'll inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Allow them to come to a hover and stay here for 3 breaths. Engaging in the core, making sure those wrists are underneath the shoulders. Not quite allowing the knees to touch the earth. And then inhale, send the hips high. Exhale, lower the heels. We'll bring that left foot into the center of the mat, and on an inhale, extend through the right leg. Exhale, you can bend the knee, invite some ankle circles or hip circles into the body. You can flip the dog if you're ready. Dropping the right foot down. And then we'll inhale, extend the right leg high. And on the exhale, place the foot between the hands. We'll inhale the left arm up. Keep the left heel lifted. And the gaze can follow that right hand. breathing here. On our next inhale, we'll begin rising all the way to a warrior one. Dropping the back heel down at a 45-degree angle. And when you're ready, we'll come into a revolved warrior. So extend that left arm long, right arm back, and the left heel comes off the mat. Breathing here. Gaze can be at that right thumb for a little bit more of a balanced challenge. Sinking into the right knee. And then we'll inhale, extend the left arm long, cartwheel the arms down, and we'll extend that right leg for another 3-legged dog. And exhale, drop the right foot next to the left. Breathing. Perhaps remembering our intention or our mantra here. Feeling that balance. As we move on to the second side, we'll inhale, extend that left leg long this time. And exhale, bend the knee. Invite some ankle circles, hip circles. Making sure to take those circles in both directions. Again, you can flip the dog if you did so on the other side. And then we'll inhale, extend the left leg long. And then exhale, place the foot between the hands. Breathing, getting heavy through that right hand and the left foot. We'll inhale, reach left fingertips up towards the sky. Knowing you can always drop that right knee onto the mat if you need a little bit of a break. Breathing, reaching through that left hand. Another inhale. Stay for the exhale. And on our next inhale, we'll rise all the way to warrior one. So you can plant that right heel on the mat at a 45-degree angle. Bend the left knee over the left ankle. Reaching the arms up long and parallel towards the heavens. Breathing. Whenever you're ready, we'll lift that right heel off the mat. Bring the right arm forward, left arm back. Revolved warrior. And the gaze can stay at that left hand. Breathing. On our next inhale, we'll cartwheel the arms down. Extend that left leg back. Inhale and exhale. Allow the foot to drop next to the right. Again, pushing through the shoulders. And on our next inhale, we'll lift through the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or hop towards the fingertips. Inhale, we come to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise all the way up to standing, palms touch. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Coming into chair pose, we inhale, sink the hips, roll the tail forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, send the feet back, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, reach that left arm forward. Exhale, place the left hand on the mat. Reach the right arm high. And maybe stay here. Perhaps you finally lift that left leg to come to a revolved half moon pose. Keeping that back leg in line with the hip. Perhaps looking at the right hand for a little bit more of a balanced challenge. Stacking the right shoulder over the left. Perhaps lifting that left leg a little higher. And whenever you're ready, bring the right hand down wherever you are. We'll begin tucking the left knee in. And maybe without touching the ground, we'll inhale and come all the way up to standing. Bringing the left knee in towards the belly. Squeezing. And so that left foot can find itself on the inside of the right leg, either on the ankle, the shin. Skipping the knee, you can manually place the foot on the inside of the left thigh. Breathing. Finding a drishti or a non-moving object to focus your breath and your gaze at. Finding breath and regrounding in this tree pose. And then we'll inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest once again. And exhale, roll out the right ankle. And we'll inhale, coming into chair pose once again. Exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, rise, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, send the feet back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Second side, you can do it. Inhale, lift the left leg long. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, warrior one, or crescent lunge. Exhale, right hand forward, left arm back. Breathing. Gazing at that left hand. And then inhale, you reach that right arm forward. Bring the right hand onto the earth and either keep the right leg down or perhaps lifting it into a revolved half moon. Keeping the leg long, engaged, lifted, engaging in the abs, stacking the shoulders. One more inhale here. And on the exhale, bring that left hand down. Tuck the right knee in wherever you are. And see if you can rise all the way up to a standing gracefully without touching the mat. It's okay if you do. And then bringing the right thigh in towards the chest, hugging it in towards the body. Breathing. You can bring that right foot into your tree pose, finding balance, remembering your mantra. I I am filled with balance and awareness. Finding your drishti. Breathing. On our next inhale, bring that right thigh towards the chest. And on the exhale, draw the foot next to the left and rolling out the left ankle. We'll come to the tops of our mats, wherever we are. We'll inhale the arms up and exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, come to that half lift. And on the exhale, take the feet a little bit farther than hip width distance apart and point the toes towards the corners of the mat. Inhale here, maybe coming to a flat back. And exhale, begin to bend the knees without compromising the heels. So keep the heels on the earth. And if you can lower the hips all the way towards the heels without lifting the heels, and you can come into full yogi squat. Otherwise, keep the hips lifted. It's okay if you're not in the full expression. I'd rather you not compromise the knees here by lifting the heels off the earth. Staying grounded, keeping the hands on the earth or perhaps bringing them in towards heart center. And you can either stay in this grounding yogi squat, or if you'd like to try a hand balance, you can go ahead and place your hands on the ground. And remember, it's okay if you fall, knowing that's completely normal and everybody falls, especially on the first few times, and even after that. So go ahead and bring the knees as close to the armpits as you can get them. And we'll begin lifting the hips, coming on to the toes, and just playing with this shape here. Maybe this is as far as you go today, and that's completely okay. You can bend the elbows to bring more weight onto the arms. And eventually, maybe you play with lifting the toes off the earth. It's okay if that's not happening. Once you're in that pose, try and extend through the arms as much as you can. One more breath here. And then coming back to that yogi squat whenever you're ready. Breathing. On our next inhale, we'll lift the hips up towards the sky. Coming to a half lift, we inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, send the feet back, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing. On our next inhale, we lift the right leg high. And exhale, place the right hand on the outside. Place the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Drop the back knee onto the mat. Roll over onto the knife edge of the right foot. And we'll take lizard's pose. So your hips can still be back here and your knee be out to the side like this. There are ways that everybody can do this pose. Your hips don't have to stay so close to the ground. You can keep them lifted. Hands can stay with the palms on the mat, or perhaps you bring the forearms onto the earth for a little bit deeper of a stretch. And connect to the breath here. Dropping the right leg out. Relaxing. Really breathing space in through the hips. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Make them your own. One more. And on the next inhale, we'll come back onto the palms. Shimmy the right ankle over towards the left wrist. Coming into pigeon pose. You can bring the right heel in closer towards the hip if you feel like you're toppling over to one side. Ideally, the more parallel the shin is with the short edge of the mat, the deeper the stretch. You can either stay here lifted in this pigeon pose, or on your next exhale, you can fold over that left leg, maybe even bring the left cheek onto the mat. Creating space with each inhale. Releasing and relaxing with each exhale. Three more breaths here. And whenever you're ready, we'll bring ourselves back onto the hands. Bringing the right foot back onto the earth. We'll begin extending through the right leg. Coming into a half split pose. If you're working on your full split, feel free to go there. Maybe just folding over the right leg. Trying to keep a flat spine and bringing the chest closer and closer towards the knee. And bringing the right heel parallel with the left knee. We'll turn the toes out towards the right, activating a deep stretch on the outside of that right leg. Trying to bring the toes closer and closer towards the ground. And notice when your body says that's enough. On our next inhale, bring that right knee back. Tuck the toes, send the hips high. Coming into down dog. Finding balance on the other side. We'll inhale, extend that left leg long. Exhale, step the foot on the outside of the left hand, dropping the right knee down, coming onto the knife edge of the left foot, turning the left knee out towards the left side. Making sure that right leg is in line with the hip and dropping the forearms on to the earth if we're ready. It's okay if we're not. And again, just relaxing and releasing that left knee to melt closer and closer towards the earth. Breathing, reconnecting with the breath. Perhaps remembering that intention here. Reminding yourself you are filled with balance, ease, grace. We'll inhale, bringing the palms back onto the earth if they're not already there. And shimmy the left ankle over towards the right wrist. Setting up for pigeon pose on this side. Again, bringing the left heel in closer towards the right hip if you're toppling over. Otherwise, keep the shin parallel with the short edge of the mat. We'll inhale. And either exhale, stay exactly where you are, or you can fold over the left leg. Bringing the right cheek onto the mat. And relaxing, releasing the hips down. Noticing where in the body you're holding tension. And see if you can consciously make an effort to let that go. Breathing. And on our next inhale, we'll lift the chest. And exhale. Begin extending through that left leg. Coming into a half split and folding over the leg if you'd like. Bringing the forehead closer and closer towards the shin. Heart towards the knee. And shimmering that left heel in front of the right knee. Turning the toes out towards the left and activating that stretch on the outside of the left leg. Beautiful. So from here, we'll go ahead and come back to a down dog.
Sending the hips high and noticing how the legs feel now compared to at the beginning of this practice, maybe. Inhale, we'll lift the heels. Exhale, take a bend in the knees. Bring the knees all the way down and coming to a sit. So this is the part of the class where I will lead you through a
breathing exercise called alternate nostril breathing. And this breath technique is said to balance the left and right sides of the brain. It's also said to balance both the masculine and the feminine energies. So the left hemisphere is the analytic, organized, logical side of you, and the right side of the brain is the creative, imaginative, and intuitive side of the brain. So this breath is both integrating and grounding and removes toxins from the body. So we'll allow each cell in our body to become oxygenated with blood and breath. So sitting up nice and tall, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the sky, and just relaxing the palms on the legs, getting comfortable. We'll bring the middle finger and pointer finger to our third eye, right in the middle of the chest, of the forehead, I mean. And we'll take a deep inhale and exhale on our own. Whenever you're ready, we'll take the thumb and cover the right nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Hold it, cover the left nostril, let go of the right, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover, exhale through the left. Inhale left, cover, exhale right. Inhale right, cover, exhale left. Inhale left, cover, exhale right. And see if we can make these breaths slower. Inhale right, cover the right, uncover the left, exhale through the left nostril. Slowly. Inhale through the left, cover the left, uncover the right, exhale right. Inhale right, cover, exhale left. Inhale left, cover, exhale right. 3 more rounds, inhaling right, exhaling left. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Inhale right, exhale left. Inhale left, exhale right. Last round, inhaling right, cover, exhale left. Inhale left, cover, exhale right. Releasing the hand down, allowing a deep breath to come into the body. Feeling the freshly oxygenated, vibrant and rejuvenated blood cells. Every cell in your body is balanced and healthy. Whenever you're ready, we'll slowly make our way onto our backs for Shavasana. Laying down flat on your mat. Palms either facing up or down. Perhaps you place them over your heart. Feeling yourself getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Maybe you close the eyes if that's comfortable. And if the hands are placed over the heart, you are in Hridaya Mudra, assisting insight, self-compassion, and safety. Supporting the heart and the lungs. Remembering you are balanced and aware. Listening, opening your heart, honoring the voice of your highest self. Perhaps remembering your intention, perhaps repeating itself to you. All within me is balanced and at peace. My body and mind are in full balance. I am balanced and aware. I thank the universe for taking everything it has taken and giving to me everything it is giving. Balance. Whenever you're ready, you can begin wiggling the fingers and toes. Maybe shaking the head left and right. On your next breath, we'll roll onto our favorite side body in the fetal position. And maybe once we're here, cultivating a sense of gratitude, either for yourself or a loved one, maybe for your practice. Allow that high hand to push you up into a seated, no rush to get there. Once you're there, reaching up nice and tall, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Circle sweep the arms. Palm stretch at the top. And on our slowest exhale yet, we'll brush the thumbs by the forehead, reminding ourselves to think kind thoughts. Brushing past the lips, we remind ourselves to speak kind words. And ending at heart center, we remind ourselves to stay open and loving towards all things on this planet. The highest light in me honors and acknowledges the highest light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. It was my complete honor to guide you through this practice. Thank you again for taking the time out of your day to practice yoga and finding grounding and balance within yourself. I hope this class balanced you just a little bit more, and may you go in peace. Thank you all so much. Thank you for joining.